Hi everyone, Linda Hutto here. Today I'm going to talk to you about how to take information from a group and put it into your course in Schoology. Once you've signed into Schoology, you'll go to the Groups tab. From there, you're going to need to go to the group you want to take information from. In this case, I'm going to take information from the ELA Remote Learning folder. So I'm going to go there and click on the little gear and click Add to Course. From here, you'll want to select the course where your information is going to. I'm going to select ELA 7 since that's the course I'm copying from. It will take a few minutes for this to occur, as it is a rather large operation for Schoology. So you can see the progress of that transaction in the transfer history, but by the time I refreshed my screen and went back to it, it was done. Here I just clicked on transfer history to kind of look at it and see what it was doing. Then when I refreshed it, it was again already loaded. So we're good to go with that, and we can start with our next task. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is click on the gear to the right of this folder and select Unpublish. We're then going to confirm that we do in fact want to unpublish it. Unpublishing this folder hides it from the view of students. We still have access to it and we can still use it, but students can't see it. That is the primary goal of this folder. We're going to pull materials from this folder and place them in carefully organized folders by weeks and days so that students can easily navigate the material and find material when they need it, instead of sorting through a bunch of material that is not organized. So we're going to wait on this for a little bit, and then when we come back, we will start organizing our folders. Okay, it finally finished. It took a while. Now we're going to add folders. So we're going to click on Add Materials, Create Folder, and we are going to organize our folders by week. So if I'm planning for next week is week 5, and that would be 9/13 through 9/17. And I'll go ahead and just publish that one. You can unpublish these if you want to create them ahead and you don't want students to see them. It is good for them to not be overwhelmed with a lot of folders at once. So once we've made the folder for the week, our next step is to make the folder for the days of the week. So we're going to click into that folder and actually go in there, and then we're going to add more materials. So we're just going to go back to Add Materials at the top, and then we're going to make a folder for every day of the week. Ideally, we would like to put the day of the week and the date on it so there is no confusion between weeks. And a cool little feature here that I did not show you at the beginning when we were making the week folder is that you can actually put dates on the folder, and then they will show up at the bottom in like that grayed out color. And so those are pretty neat too. If you want to add those, you can add those to your week folders as well. And I'll show you how to do that when we do folder for week 6. All right, so I'm just going to go through here and I'm going to add every single day of the week just to show you how it's done. Every time I'm clicking on Add Materials, Create Folder, and then I am typing in the days of the week and the date, and sometimes I'm spelling it right and sometimes spelling it wrong. And then so this is just for Tuesday, and I'm just, for a little bit of extra flair, I'm adding in those grayed out dates at the bottom. Again, that is not something that you need to do as long as your folders are clearly labeled, but we do want them to be clearly labeled, again, for ease of use for the students and ease of navigation. We have students quarantining. We will continue to have students quarantining, and so we want them to be able to know exactly where to find their information. And the general idea behind this is that if each teacher organizes their information the same, the students will be able to easily navigate each class. Okay, so we're just going to finish up the week here, and then when I'm done with the week, then I'll come back and give some more directions about what to do next. Okay, now that that's done, we can go ahead and go back to ELA 7, and we're going to go ahead and go to Add Materials. We're going to make a week 6 folder and go through that same process, making all of the days of the week inside of that week 6 folder for week 6 before we move to the next thing. I am going to select a different color here on my week 6 folder just to sort of differentiate between the other weeks. I'm going to go in and add that little grayed out date, the start and end date on this folder, just to kind of show you what that looks like if you want to do it. And then I'm going to click on that and add my days. Now that we have week 6 made, we're going to click back on ELA 7 and we are going to go ahead and go into our ELA 7 resource folder, and we are going to pull materials from that folder into the week and day folders. Now that we have those week and day folders created, we're going to go back to this ELA 7 folder we copied from the group, and we're going to go to Q1 resources, or whatever quarter we happen to be in. We just happen to be in Q1 during this video, and we're going to go to whatever materials we want to take and put into those daily folders that we created within the weeks. So here I've decided I want to create or move the question task cards to a specific day. So I'm going to move those to Monday 9/13, and I just click the gear and do that, and then I can go check and make sure it's there. So it's a good idea to check and make sure that your action actually went the way that you anticipated it going. So I'm going to go here and check, and there they are. So now that I have those there, I may want to go grab some other things from different spots in the resources. And so what I'm grabbing now is something else that I might do like at the end of the second week, and so I'm going to go ahead and just move that to Friday, like 9/24 for example. So you have the complete autonomy to put these resources that are prepackaged for you in whatever day that you want. It does not have to be in a specific order. Just follow your pacing guides, and then arrange materials for your students what fits your pacing guide and your course and students best. So I did want to show you here, like for example, I moved one of the things to Monday 9/13, that you can move materials from different places, but you can also create materials within this as well. I'm also going to be creating a couple instructional videos on how to use Schoology for you guys, as far as like creating assessments, test quizzes, that type of thing. And so you can see here we've created just a little page that says exit slip. It might be something that we get our students to do on the way out the door, and maybe all we're doing this period task wise is these cards and then the exit slip. So that might be all of the things that the students need to do. So if my student was quarantining, for example, then the deliverables I would want them to give me would be the task cards and the exit slip. So I would put those things there. Additionally, you would want to put any other like reading materials or things of that nature, or instructions have how to get to those things if they are somewhere else, or links in that same folder for that Monday. And then ideally we also want those things to go in order. One example of this is the Schoology course I created on navigating Schoology for the students. And in this course, just to make navigation easy, I numbered my day 1, 2, 3. So students would know to go in numerical order to complete the assignments. This is just one suggestion that might help students eliminate some of the angst or difficulty in navigating your page. And so just a quick video recap. We want to make sure that we are organizing our pages by week and then by day. And we want to make sure that the assignments in those pages are in the proper order for what is going on each day. Additionally, you can find that prepackaged content material in your groups once it has been shared with you. Watch for more Schoology videos in the near future. Thank you.